What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Mikey. We're going back with a video. I'm gonna react to Argentina versus Iceland football. Football game.
It's Argentina's final friendly before the start of the World Cup. Lionel Messi doesn't start.
If you ask me, Messi's better than Ronaldo. So you got a problem with it? Do something.
For the defending champions. They've been very aware of monitoring his minutes ahead of kickoff. Meanwhile, great support here in the stands at Auburn University as it circles the fans who are in good voice here tonight. The weather has cleared up. It's turning into a beautiful evening for soccer.
In a week's time, it's an unprecedented port of call for this Argentina team. Legendary Jordan Hare Stadium here. Atlantic striker. There's been so much time when the World Cup gets underway for them in Kansas City. But for tonight, so much to enjoy here at Jordan Hare Stadium. They were closing in on a capacity sellout, close to 87,000 here, and so many Argentina fans have travelled for far and wide. Perhaps an early indication as to whether we're going to see similar scenes as to those we saw in Qatar 3.5 years ago, when it seemed like the whole country of Argentina had made the trip to Qatar, Alec. Second time in 4 nights after their journey to College Station to beat Honduras on Saturday. It's a fairly comfortable win for them. Well, I know you saw that game as they're on the attack here. Initial shot was charged down. And then the follow-up from Jose Lopez. Is Giovanni Lo Celso. Lo Celso maintaining his place in the starting lineup. Iceland able to thwart the threat and launch a counter-attack themselves. This is Albert Goodmanson on the move up against Hiei, the standing right back, and a chance for Iceland. What a ball in that was. Somehow there was no touch on it. Ellertson arriving.
Ellertson sets up his run to the back post.
If he'd have had a little less power on it, he would have definitely got that.
And Goodmanson puts it into a dangerous area. It is poor defending from Hiei to begin with, and poor defending at the back post, and quite frankly, Adrian Hughes, that is indeed my kind of range. Is a tap in for Ellerson, unable to get his foot on the ball in a way that he could make the contact to keep it down. Goes high on him, and it is a miss for Iceland. Wasted opportunity.
Changed looking front line for Argentina today, trying to connect there. The ball over the top for Barco. Here is Lionel Scaloni, the 4th youngest to win a World Cup in history, and the youngest since 1978, when another great Argentine, Cesar Luis Menotti, lifted the trophy on home soil.
It's just hard. It's hard to win the World Cup once. It's hard to win it back to back. A lot of things have to go your way. And most of all, you're going to have outstanding performances on back-to-back World Cups from a very similar group. We just saw Lionel Scaloni. Lionel Scaloni, he decided to make this group about experience. It didn't quite renew the group all that much, and it feels like it's ride or die with the guys that I know have gone through this and are going to be able to handle the moment. Is that going to be enough? That's another big question.
Yeah, very much themes of familiarity and continuity. Lionel Scaloni, over 2/3 of the squad that went to Qatar, still very much involved as Argentina want to create some havoc. Went down on the ground as Giuliano Simeone and almost fell back to him, and then the shot all along the ground. An instinctive left-footed effort from Valentin Barco, and Argentina to light the crowd here in Auburn by taking an early lead.
Yeah.
And I spoke earlier about Valentin Barco, that he had a good match against Honduras, and he's one of those players that is making a case for Lionel Scaloni. This is just poor defending from Iceland. Opportunity to clear it, somebody clear it, get rid of it, clear it. No, all right, fine. Then give an opportunity to Valentin Barco from top of the 18-yard box and give him credit. Stays with it, snapshot, through a whole lot of bodies. The goalkeeper from Iceland sees it late. By the time he reacts, it's too late. Full stretch, can't quite get there. 1-0. Good finish from Valentin Barco. And again, poor defending from Iceland. Unable to clear their lines. 1-0. Argentina.
Part in proceedings. You have Enzo Fernandez, of course, he's on the bench tonight. Given away, and a chance for Lopez to lead the charge. Coming inside, awkward for the keeper, got enough on it to steer it to safety for now. And then a miss-hit shot on the follow-up from Simeone. And Iceland survive barely.
Maybe I'm going to give an excuse to Nico Paz. It's poor distribution play for Iceland and a turnover. That indeed the field conditions are not helping him out. But it felt like it was one of those moments in which you need to read the situation a whole lot better.
These two teams have only met once before, but it was at a World Cup. It was almost exactly 8 years ago to the day in Moscow. It was the opening game for both teams, and it ended as a 1-1 draw. That was when Iceland were perhaps at the peak of their powers. This is Jose Lopez. He's only made one start in his career for Argentina prior to tonight. He sets that up with an invitation.
Is that a yellow card or a red card?
It's really good work from Jose Manuel El Flaco Lopez. Good turn in open space, able to find the supporting run on the right.
Marseille keeper, who's winning just his 8th Argentina cap tonight. Also still awaiting number 1 keeper Emi Martinez's return to fitness.
All right. Yeah, there.
That's the goal right now. He better than CR7. Fight me about it.
He is. Okay. Everybody go crazy. They're all clapping for Rodrigo de Paul, I'm sure.
The bodyguard, he's always by his side. I was astonished to read this is their first European opponent they've had since the World Cup final against France at the end of 2022.
I'm sure Argentina would argue that when you play 3.5 years worth of qualifiers in CONMEBOL, that is as competitive as it gets. But point taken, and oh, by the way, I said that Valentin Barco perhaps may struggle with his size and the physicality of the game. He decides, you know what, I'll just go in a 2-footed challenge and prove you wrong.
It's almost like he was listening, Ali. Well, the upshot is the free kick here, which Gudmundsson is standing over. Johannesson as well. And it's Gudmundsson who takes it, didn't clear the first defender. I'm not sure Barco, who's everywhere at the moment, isn't he? I'm sure he was the full 10 yards and certainly feeling the effects. This is club football in Italy with Genoa. Medina in at left back tonight.
Gets him with a chicken wing.
Things ugly to get their way through the knockout rounds of that tournament. Beating Brazil, remember it well.
That's sort of situation in which we have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi, but how much magic will we see? Not quite sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get excited. Lionel Messi.
Yeah. You sure it's not Enzo Fernandez that they're cheering?
No, it's a Cristian Romero either.
is Lisandro Martinez, Manchester United man at the back who had an injury-racked campaign, but is fit at the right time. Here's an opportunity for Simeone, and the shot in it.
And assuming, of course, that Lionel Messi's on the field. Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Cheap giveaway. Can Argentina exploit it? Nice ball over the top. Good goalkeeping there by Olafsson. Needed.
He ain't get hit in the face or nothing. He cool. Yeah, these soccer motherfuckers got these football. Y'all call it football. I call it soccer, man. I'm gonna respect y'all, but these football motherfuckers be tweaking, man. Hell no.
To be. Nice go pass. Got on the end of this.
How many of these turnovers have we seen from Iceland? There's good ball in behind from Valentin Barco, Nico pass, willing runner, and Olafsson makes this save squarely with his nose. Takes it up the face. What do I know?
Still Argentina, goal to the good, thanks to that man. Valentin Barco puts in another rambunctious challenge, shall we say. And now he's going to be booked.
Just a side note, was there not a bigger uniform for the referee today? He's wearing this medium.
And now he's going to be booked.
I'm gonna sue fucking little as hell, okay?
Just a side note, was there not a bigger uniform for the referee today? He's wearing this medium. Valentin Barco once again late. He was late on the two-footed challenge earlier on. It comes again with a out of control. And I'm sure for both sets of players, they have been training the facilities of Auburn University. They're probably thinking to themselves, this.
Well, the shots all along the ground. Yeah. The first teams to pencil their names in for World Cup 2026. Here they are trying to put a pepper on their first half display. The pass has been driven a little wide ultimately. It's a position that promised much and delivered very little there for Argentina. That should just about do it for this first half, and indeed at the half-time whistle sounds. I don't know if it's a 45 minutes you can easily sum up, Ali, but Argentina lead by a goal to nil thanks to Valentin Barco.
Yeah. First 22-23 minutes from Argentina, very good, very active, engaged. The last 22-23 minutes, forgettable from both teams.
McAllister, leading the game, number 21, Jose Manuel Lopez, replaced by number.
And there it is.
Started with third place at Copa America in 2019, then won it. The next two editions. Here is his team on the prowl again, looking for a second. Nice work by Simeone to tee it up. Is there an end product? Enzo Fernandez trying to provide one, but Olafsson narrowing down the angle, and Iceland able to breathe again.
To where you can find the center forward, in this case Lautaro Martinez, although his movement wasn't the best inside the 18-yard box, he's putting his hands down like even to my feet, but if you move, you can actually find and tap it at the back post.
Oscar wears number 9 for Iceland, grabbed a couple of goals against Canada. Ken Marsh, Iceland got a incredible 2-2 draw now. The French is provided by Argentina on the break. Oh, and
If he just gave a little power, he would have been able to throw that bit. Right through the ball.
Nico passes ball across, just eluding Lautaro. That full stretch.
It all starts with the two center backs from Iceland challenging for the same ball, and now they get themselves out of position. Nico pass takes a good first step forward. Now he's going to find Lautaro Martinez. It's a pass that needs to be completed with the right pace, and if it is completed with the right pace, it's a tap-in from my counter range.
By FIFA in the world. After Honduras last week, previous games against Zambia, Mauritania, Angola, Puerto Rico. And Venezuela, Ali,
Oh.
in that category.
Oh. I don't know if that's a category. What do you mean?
Here's the shot that's on. Ooh, a match. Packed a punch for sure. Thought they had an equaliser.
And it's all too easy. This is concerning for Argentina. It's all too easy how
Long diagonal ball, right on the money for Simeone, who slips it through. Opportunity perhaps for Lautaro. And back off the post.
Hey, he missed him.
Lautaro Martinez teeing it up. And it looked, quite frankly, easier to score, Ali, but
it all starts with Lautaro Martinez and the contact with Magnussen, the defender. They're running together, and then as he tries to run in behind, seems to step on Magnussen, which then frees up Lautaro Martinez. He makes a correct decision, puts it onto the pass by Alexis McAllister, and to your point, should have scored. Almost too relaxed, almost too comfortable. Should have scored. Does not, still 1-0.
it's two really big misses we've seen at that end of the field. As an instant booking is handed out there and a little bit of a flare-up. McAllister was the man down. Johannesson in the eye of the storm for Iceland, the FC Köln man.
I think it's a foul. Fine. I don't know why we're making such a big deal out of this. Yes, makes contact with the back of the leg of Alexis McAllister, and then everybody gets push and a shove and a push and a shove, and what are we doing?
Well, Scaloni has been a little irked, hasn't he, by some of the suggestions that it's Messi that's running this team. He went to great lengths in the press conference to rubbish those rumours from the Spanish press. But Messi is on, and it's cap number 199 for him. It's one of those Argentina switches. And here he is getting his first stitch and getting involved immediately and setting it up. And the little clip goes just wide from Lautaro, but is it a penalty? The referee has pointed to the spot.
The back line of Iceland all over the place. Someone stepping, and then you have the right back just keeping everybody on side. Good ball from Lionel Messi, as you would expect. Lautaro Martinez tries to go with the attempt over the goalkeeper Olafsson, who comes out of his goal somewhat out of control, thinking that he's going to have to make the save, does not make the contact that he would want on Lautaro Martinez. He's late in the sliding challenge, takes him down, foul, and now the opportunity for Lionel Messi and for these fans to enjoy Lionel Messi scoring a goal.
No more than a minute or two after coming on the pitch, he opens things up for Lautaro Martinez to win the penalty, and now Messi trying to take advantage against Iceland. Slotted home with consummate ease. Ironically, just like he couldn't do against them at the World Cup in 2018, but this is goal number 117 for number 10.
So he's on the field for a minute, puts the ball in behind, and it is that contact, that leg out straight from Olafsson on Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi, slow run up, hoping and waiting that the goalkeeper is going to move. He doesn't, so then decides to go with a little bit more power. Olafsson full stretch, can't quite get there. Good execution from Lionel Messi. 2-0, Argentina.
It's only the 10th time they've played South American opponents. Iceland, so they have 2 wins. Now, referee reaching for another card and another yellow.
I don't even think this is a foul, to be honest with you. Lautaro Martinez wins the ball. Wins the ball. If you cannot make this sort of challenge, it very clear. Adrian, I don't know, maybe you see a tight uniform the referee's got on. He's got to blow that whistle quick.
Certainly the bar has been set pretty low for what constitutes a foul and what constitutes a yellow card, apparently. So the card count rising in this friendly. Oh, it's careless. It's Oscarson who's picked it up, and a chance. Didn't quite break their way.
Everybody I see on both sides is getting injured. They always pulling up their leg, holding their leg.
Well, another yellow card coming out. Just Almada is the player at the end of the challenge this time.
The argument that Rodrigo Del Pol is trying to make to the Icelandic players is, look,
Medina. Nicely done. Enzo Fernandez is the beneficiary. Oh, and he's done really well to draw through a couple of challenges. Messi on the prowl. Needs an outlet. One arriving. Magnuson with the giveaway. It's a gift. Iceland have only ever beaten two South American nations, Ali. You knew I was going to mention this, didn't you? They beat Bolivia 1-0 in the build up to the '94 World Cup, Bolivia's only appearance as Messi threatens to break through. This time the whistle sounds.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, every time somebody drive, they get their legs start turning.
The small matter of a 1-0 win against the Vino Tinto of Venezuela in 2022. Here's Messi with the free kick, bending it in, and sliding into Medic. Really nice delivery for Christian Romero to try and get on the end of.
pretty sure that Christian Romero was in an outside position.
Kingur of Reykjavik. After a glorious career that took in the likes of Spurs, Everton and Swansea in the Premier League. Good looking free kick and, well, an open header, a wide open header for Gunnarsson.
Almost too open. Good service from Sigurdsson. He just tries to do too much with it.
Just an appearance, but a goal from Lionel Messi. Argentina just trying to ease their way through the final minutes of preparation here before the World Cup gets underway in earnest in a week's time. Here's Messi sliding it through again, surely, and it is number 3. Beautiful finish in the end from Almada, and it was so well worked as the Iceland defence just melted.
You want to repeat that, Adrian, because it was cute. And they did melt. Now the initial option was to find Lautaro Martinez. But Rodrigo Del Pol says, let me just give it to him, and Messi, he'll figure it out. But Rodrigo Del Pol, more importantly, he continued his movement, he continued his running behind, and Thiago Almada also then became a presence inside the 18-yard box, while Lautaro Martinez drifted towards the far post. Almada covers the space in the middle, good layout from Rodrigo Del Pol, tapping from my kind of range. 3-0, Argentina. Makes the chance.
Very hard indeed, wasn't it? But that is that. It is next stop Kansas City for Lionel Messi and company. Comfortable 3-0 win here against Iceland, the perfect preparation for a week's time in Algeria next.
I already know. I already know, man. We going all the way. Argentina, we going all the way. But y'all already know. God is great. Great is in God. With God, you shall prosper and despair. Not prosper and grow. Just keep God in y'all life. Be safe. Love all of y'all. Yeah. Go Argentina.